Hey everyone, Whitney Sims here, wife, mompreneur, educator, YouTube content creator, and author. With over 10 years of experience in early childhood education, I was motivated to offer tips and strategies for both parents of children entering or currently in kindergarten, as well as support for primary education teachers. This podcast will serve as a bridge to join the two in an attempt to bring awareness and success in the classroom and at home, which will ultimately bring success to the children. Welcome to Mommymentary. Class is in session. Hi everyone. As we prepare for back to school, I felt that it would be a great time now more than ever than to dedicate this episode to preparing new and future kindergarten parents for the kindergarten year. In today's episode, I will give 10 non-academic ways to prepare for the first few days and weeks of school. Now, by non-academic, I mean from the areas of social and emotional behaviors, as well as independent expectations. So let's dive in. Number 1, can they open their own food, snacks, or drinks? The first day, the first week, probably the first month of the school year for a kindergartner can be overwhelming. Some of them have never been in a cafeteria before. Some of them have never had to walk in a straight line before. Some of them have never had to sit down and eat with classmates before. So we have to take that into account when it comes to our children and getting them prepared first to be able to sit in a lunchroom. Usually, teachers, students are allotted 23, 24, maybe 25 minutes to eat lunch. So if you think about the time that it takes them, one, to get to the lunchroom, them having to get these kindergartners in a straight line, or at least in a decent enough line to get them to the lunchroom, get them their cards, get them through the line, get them to their table, and have them all seated to be able to even begin to eat, that's about 10 to 15 minutes off of the 23 to 25 minutes that they have to eat in the first place. So preparing them by having them know how to open their snacks, their food, their drinks independently will help them greatly, and they will be able to eat a little bit more if they are taught to do so. Number 2, can they use the restroom unassisted? And have they ever used a public bathroom before? So when I say unassisted, I mean, are they able to button and unbutton their clothing? Are they able to zip and unzip their clothing? Usually the first day of school or the first few weeks of school, it is very difficult for a child to be able to maneuver a brand new belt. The leather or whatever the material is difficult to wear in the first few weeks. So make sure you're practicing at home with them how to buckle and unbuckle a belt, especially depending on the type of material the brand new belt is. Now, when I say, have they ever used a public bathroom before? It's very important because if they were to have PE that day, and usually the bathrooms that are right off of the PE court are set up like the bathroom stalls that you would see in public. So it would be a great idea to go to a public setting, a public restroom, a clean one, and practice with them how to correctly use the stalls, how to go in, lock the door, unlock the door, how to use the restroom correctly, flush the toilet correctly, and also make sure that they know common courtesy, not to peek under the stalls while their classmates are using them on either side of them. Also, how to use the sinks, the soap, the paper towel dispensers, the hand dryers. All of those things are important, especially for the kindergartners who have probably never been in a public bathroom before. So now would be a good time to get them started by being used to using those public bathrooms. Number 3, Get them adjusted to not taking a nap. Newsflash, there are no more naps in kindergarten. Sorry to break it to you. So now would be a good time if your child has been in VPK or preschool, or even if it's something that they do at home now or have done during the summer, break them out of the habit of getting tired or anticipating a nap, because it will not happen in kindergarten. So get them used to it. Again, read with them, give them activities to be able to do to keep them awake all day, because that's something that will be happening when they get to kindergarten. They will be in class, they will be sitting during instructional time. There will be centers, there will be activities for them to do, and they will not be able to pause and take a nap because they're tired, unfortunately. So get them used to not taking a nap during the day. Depending on the teacher, they may have rest breaks where they allow them to possibly put their head on the desk, or give them maybe a 10-minute rest time. But as far as an hour, 2 hour time block for them just to sleep and take a nap, those days are long gone. So again, prepare them now and get them used to not being able to take naps during the day. Number 4, have they been away from you for a long period of time? Most children have a very, very difficult time the first few weeks of school, even the parents. That separation anxiety is real. So please make sure that you talk to your child about being away from them for a long period of time. You can prepare by dropping them off to, a family member's house, a close friend, someone you trust, obviously, and just get them in the habit of not being around you all day. Maybe it's for 2 to 3 hours. Maybe it's even for 3 to 4 hours. They do need to get in the habit of not being around you all day. So kind of get them and coach them and prepare them now, because they will not be able to be with mom and dad and sister and brother all day. So again, prepare them, talk to them, have those moments where, go take, maybe it'll be a self-care day for you, mom, or even you, dad, and allow them to be able to be away from you for a few hours out of the day. Number 5, can they tie their shoes? This is very important in kindergarten. And although a lot of teachers take the time out of their day to stop and tie shoes, it takes a lot out of the teacher's day to stop and have to tie shoes. It makes it a lot easier if the child already knows how to do that. And all it takes is a little practice daily. 1 to 2 minutes of your time per day practicing bunny ears or whatever strategy you may use or whatever song you may use. Try that at least once a day. Again, it'll only take 1 to 2 minutes of your time. If you think about 26, 27, 28 students being in a classroom and none of them knowing how to tie their shoes, think about the time that it takes away from instruction, the time that it takes away from the teacher having to, or the teacher having to get the class ready to go to their specials or even to lunch. That takes time, and it takes time away. So you as the parent, I would highly encourage you to start practicing how to tie, or practicing with your child how to tie their shoes. And even if it's the first day, the first week, the first month of school, and they don't know how to do so just yet, start the year with Velcro shoes, or with the cute shoes that they are able to slip their feet in. As long as they are able to walk without tripping over themselves, it causes for a successful day. So again, practice with them how to tie their shoes. Until they get that part figured out, I highly recommend Velcro shoes as well as the slip-on shoes for the first few weeks of school. And while they're wearing those, you could be at home practicing with their shoestrings. Again, it takes 1 to 2 minutes a day, if that long. Find a cute song, make it fun, turn it into a game. And when they feel comfortable enough with tying their shoes independently, then they can start wearing those shoes to school. Number 6, Are they able to identify their first and last name, address, and parent contact or guardian contact? That's very, very important because most times there are some kids who will come in the classroom and they only know their nickname. It's comical, but it's real. So please make sure that you are practicing with them in regards to identifying what their first and last name is, their address, and a contact's information for emergency purposes, just in case. Not to scare you for any reason, but it's just very important information that they should know, especially at that age. So, again, make sure they know their first and last name, middle name is a bonus, their address, and an emergency contact info. Number 7, are they able to follow 1 to 2 step directions? An example could be stand up, push your chair in. Stand up, push your chair in. 2 step directions. Are they able to follow simple directions? And a way to practice this at home can be when they get out of bed, you can tell them to brush their teeth and put on their clothes. Or you can give them an order of how to put their clothes on to see if they remember. You can tell them first you're going to put on your shirt, your shorts, your socks, your shoes. Those are all different simple steps that you could practice with your child daily to make sure that they have some type of knowledge or background of how to answer or how to perform these 1 to 2 step directions that they will hear in the classroom. Another classroom example could be stand up, push your chair in. It can be put your paper in the basket and come over to the carpet. It can also be stand up and walk in line or go get in line. So all of these are 1 to 2 step directions that they are going to hear often, and it's very important that they are able to follow them as the teacher instructs them. So again, practice these at home and prepare them. Number 8, are they able to get along with others? Are they able to share? Are they able to participate? Are they able to give compliments? Are they able to allow students to feel inclusive? That means they are not bullying. That means they are welcoming anyone who does not sound like them. They are welcoming anyone who does not look like them. They are welcoming anyone whether they have a disability or not. Are they generally good people? So talk to them about getting along with others and being a good friend. Number 9, are they able to sit attentively for at least 10 minutes? Instructional time can range from 10 to 30-ish minutes depending on what the activity is for the day or what standard their teachers are introducing for that day. So are they able to sit for at least 10 minutes and listen to instruction? A way as a parent for you to practice this at home is to just read to them daily for at least 10 minutes, just to see if they are able to sit attentively or at least sit for a minimum of 10 minutes. There will be collaborative pairs. There will be times where they will be able to work with their groups or with their tables or with their partners. But in between those times, are they able to sit attentively for at least 10 minutes and listen to their teachers give instruction? What else? Are they able to not only give instructions, but whatever new skill that they are learning, are they able to sit and listen again for at least 10 minutes? So again, I advise you, a great way to see this or to test it or even to practice it is to read with your child for 10 minutes a day. That alone can be a huge practice or a huge benefit for not just your child, but for the teacher once they enter the classroom. Number 10, are they able to clean up after themselves? Make sure that they are able to clean up after themselves because most times the teachers will not do it. So make sure that if there is anything that is spilled, a slight spill. Now, if it's a huge spill, then of course the teacher will be more than happy to help. But if it is a small spill, there are crumbs on the table. If they are doing a craft and there's scissors, glue, paper, and all of those things, are they able to clean it up, put it in the trash, clear off their desk, and things like that? So just make sure that they are able to clean up after themselves. Well, that concludes the 10 non academic ways to prepare your child for kindergarten. I hope this helped in some way, shape, or form. Join me next time as we discuss the academic ways that you, the parent, can help your child at home, which will range from phonics to math and everything in between. Until then, have a great day. Bye.